Lacey here with A Sweet Pea Chef, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about healthy takeout. I've taken 3 really popular takeout recipes and I've made them healthy so that we can enjoy them as part of our clean eating healthy lifestyle, satisfy our takeout cravings, and love our food. Plus, they're going to be super easy to meal prep as well. We're going to be making healthy beef with broccoli, some orange chicken, and some fried rice, and they're all going to be so yummy. So let's get started. First, we're going to be making a healthy beef with broccoli recipe that is so fresh and so delicious. It's no wonder it's one of the most popular recipes on my blog. To get started, start heating some olive oil over a medium-high heat in a large skillet. Then we're going to add in some very thinly sliced flank steak that's been cut across the grain, so it's going to be tender. We're going to cook this for about 6 to 8 minutes until it's nicely browned and cooked through. Then we're going to remove it from the pan. Into that same pan, we're going to add in some minced garlic, diced shallot, and some sliced green onions. We're going to cook this for about a minute until the garlic becomes nice and fragrant. Then we're going to add in some fresh broccoli florets, and then we're going to toss to combine. Cover this and cook it for 5 minutes so that we get that broccoli starting cooking. While that's cooking, in a small mixing bowl, let's add a little bit of arrowroot starch and water, and we're going to mix this together until the arrowroot starch is thoroughly dissolved. This is going to make our beef and broccoli sauce nice and thick and delicious, just like you would get in a takeout restaurant. Into that same bowl with that mixture, we're going to add in some low sodium soy sauce, some coconut sugar, minced fresh ginger, and some red pepper flakes, and then stir to combine and then let this set for a minute. Now remove the lid from our pan and we're going to add in our soy sauce arrowroot starch mixture. We're going to stir all this together to combine, and we're going to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes until that sauce becomes nice and bubbly, and it will thicken as it cooks. And we're also going to want to get all of that broccoli covered in that and cooking as well. Then add the cooked beef back into the pan and stir to combine. We're going to cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes until it's all heated through. This beef and broccoli goes great with steamed brown rice and reheats perfectly in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes or on the stove until just heated through. To top off this beef and broccoli recipe, we're going to add some sliced green onions for a little fresh kick right at the end, and I'm going to be pairing it with some steamed brown rice. For a couple of these recipes today, I'm going to be using steamed brown rice as a great side because not only does it allow you to stretch your meals farther so that you can have more meals during the week, it also adds a little bit of variation when you're eating, and it adds a nice extra grain which has fiber and extra protein, extra nutrients for you. So I'm choosing steamed brown rice because that goes really good to me with some takeout. Next, we're going to be making some homemade healthy orange chicken, which is delicious and you can enjoy any night of the week, which is way more than I can say about takeout orange chicken, which you normally would get at a restaurant. First, let's get our sauce prepared. So in a mixing bowl, we're going to add some water, followed by some freshly squeezed orange juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, rice vinegar, low sodium soy sauce, a little orange zest, coconut sugar, and some crushed red pepper flakes. Go ahead and stir all of this together and then set it aside while we prep our chicken. To do that, we're going to heat some olive oil over a medium-high heat in a large skillet until it's nice and hot. For our chicken, we'll be using boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I've diced it into 1-inch cubes. Dicing it into this size makes it so that when it cooks through, it doesn't get overly dry. Any smaller and it might start to get really cooked through and dried out as you cook it. Go ahead and season this with a little bit of sea salt and ground black pepper, and then we're going to add it in a single layer into our hot oil in the pan. We're going to let the chicken set for a few minutes and let it get nice and golden brown on one side, and then flip it on over to the other side to get nice and golden brown on that side as well. It should be about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Then add in some minced garlic and some minced fresh ginger, and we're going to toss this around and cook until it's fragrant, which should be about a minute. Now we're going to add in our orange sauce that we made a second ago, and we're going to pour that over everything and stir it to combine. We're going to cook this for about 2 to 4 minutes until it starts to get thick and bubbly and just looking really good. And that's also going to help cook the chicken through. It's going to be so tasty. While that's all cooking, we're going to, in a small mixing bowl, combine some arrowroot starch and water until it's fully dissolved. Then we're going to bring that into our pan and we're going to add that to our chicken and orange sauce. And that's gonna really start to cook down and really get nice and bubbly and thick and delicious. So we're gonna cook for about 2 minutes here until everything is the right texture. To serve this orange chicken, I like topping it with some sliced green onions and a little bit of sesame seeds. I also, for my meal prep, I'm gonna be pairing it with some steamed brown rice to make it go farther and to have a little bit of variation in the meal. It is so delicious and so yummy. So just like with the beef and broccoli, this healthy orange chicken is gonna keep in the fridge for up to 5 days if stored in an airtight container, nice and tightly. When you want to reheat it, you can just pop it in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's heated through, or you can put it back on the stove in a covered saucepan and just reheat your portion all the way through. Either way, it works perfectly and it makes a great meal prep recipe. So my takeout cravings always involve fried rice. You just gotta add the fried rice to your takeout. So today I'm also gonna be adding in a chicken cauliflower fried rice that is way healthier than what you would get as takeout. It actually is good for your body and it is still so tasty. So let me show you how to make it. Start by heating a large skillet over medium-high heat and then add in some sesame oil and allow it to get hot. We're gonna season some boneless, skinless chicken breast with a little bit of sea salt and ground black pepper. Then we're gonna add that into our hot sesame oil and we're gonna cook until it's nice and golden brown on both sides and cooked through. It should be about 4 to 6 minutes per side. Once it's cool, dice it into bite-sized pieces and let set until later because we're gonna be adding it back into the fried rice in a little bit. You can make your own cauliflower rice at home using a kitchen grater or a food processor, and I'll share a link in the description below for how to do that. Or you can just buy frozen pre-riced cauliflower nowadays, which is also an awesome way. Both of those are gonna work for this recipe. So go ahead and cook this cauliflower rice over medium-high heat until it's tender. Should just take a few minutes. We're looking to pick up all those extra little seasonings and pieces left over from the chicken that we just cooked. Once it's nice and tender and cooked through, go ahead and place this out of the skillet onto a separate plate and set aside as well. Now add some finely diced carrots into the pan. You may need to add a little bit of sesame oil to help this along. We're gonna cook this until they're nice and tender, and then we're gonna add in some low sodium soy sauce, some natural peanut butter, and some chili paste, and we're gonna stir to combine. Next, we're gonna add in some frozen soybeans or edamame, or you could use peas if you don't like edamame and you wanna just use peas. Either one of those will work. Followed by some minced garlic and some sliced green onions, and then we're gonna cook all of this until it's nice and heated through, stirring occasionally. At this point, we're gonna return that cooked cauliflower rice and that cooked chicken that's now been diced into the pan, and we are gonna stir it all together to get everything nice and incorporated and well mixed. Once that's all incorporated, we're gonna go ahead and push all of our cauliflower rice over to 1/2 of our skillet, and into our empty part of the skillet, we're gonna add in a few eggs that have been beaten, and we're gonna cook those until they are cooked through. Then you're gonna just kind of mix that in with the cauliflower rice and get everything nicely cooked together and incorporated and evenly distributed. To serve this chicken cauliflower fried rice, I like topping with a little bit of sliced green onions, and it is just perfect. If you wanted to have vegetarian fried rice, you do not need to add that chicken. You could just remove any meat whatsoever. Or if you wanted to change this up, you could add in some pork or some shrimp or even some tofu. Just follow all of those same steps, just replace the protein. And just like with our other recipes that we've made today, this will store for about 5 days in your fridge in an airtight container. When you're ready to enjoy it, just microwave it for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's nicely heated through, or you can always refry it on the stovetop in a covered skillet to get it nice and hot. So next time that takeout craving hits, make sure you have these healthy takeout recipes prepped ahead, ready for you to enjoy, so you can just grab them and reheat them any day of the week. They are so tasty and just such a great way to have that healthy eating lifestyle and also enjoy your takeout. Thanks so much for watching. I hope these takeout recipes really help you and also are a great way to meal prep for you during the week. For more meal prep inspiration, you can check out my meal prep recipe video playlist with a ton of inspiration and easy recipes to get you through the week and maintain that healthy, clean eating lifestyle. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.